Now, Deputy Executive Director of the Center for Indigenous Knowledge and Organizational Development, Wilberforce Latte, has called on the government to deliberately increase spending to promote non-chemical farming as an alternative to sustainable agricultural measures. At a workshop in Sunyani for Queen Mothers on agroecology and climate change in the transition zone, Mr. Latte says such workable alternatives would not only protect health and the environment, but also help farmers save resources. Precious Semevo has more.
The engagement of 40 Queen Mothers from the Bono and a half regions in Sunyani ensured a better understanding of agroecology as a climate change adaptation and mitigation strategy. It also strengthened their capacity to play a more meaningful role in addressing the impacts of climate change. The Queens outlined some action plans, including advocacy on indigenous farming practices and foods, with a call to regulate chemical use. Bono Programs Manager of Action Aid Ghana, Kwame Afram-Dentra, wants support for the Queens to ensure they play critical roles in sustainable management and use of natural resources.
They know all the issues that we are discussing. What is left is for us to give them the necessary push. They have a critical role to play as management of national resources is concerned. They are talking about environmental pollution, they are talking about drying of rivers and other things. Even there is a suggestion that they should look at enforcing the bylaws in the communities on how they can protect their river bodies at the community level, which they used to do earlier. And we are just emphasizing that they should continue to play that role and be firm on perpetrators of the destruction of the environment.
Deputy Executive Director of the Center for Indigenous Knowledge and Organizational Development, Wilberforce Latte, called for increased government spending to promote safe indigenous farming practices due to the many benefits.
If because of the crisis, we can go back to manures. So it means that manures are useful. And so we think that there should be increased government spending on promoting these alternatives, this non-chemical farming. So if we put in some seriousness, we should be able to incentivize the use of our traditional ways of farming. And so when the farmers are exposed to the alternatives, which is locally driven, they will save a lot of resources. And I must say that we are ingesting a lot of chemicals through our eating habits. You see, we also need to appreciate government. If government bans chemical substances now without ensuring that the alternatives are available, there will be crisis. So I think for what we are doing as civil society and other stakeholders, we are demonstrating that it works. The alternatives are working.
On her part, the Bono Regional Minister, Justina Osu-Banahene, emphasized the need for the government to create and implement policies and programs that support small-scale farmers and equitable access to resources. Precious Semevo, Joy News, Sunyani.